In 1935, the Social Security Act mandated a massive new safety net for the American public. But the newly formed Social Security Board faced an immediate crisis. They had a national directive, but zero budget, zero staff, and no furniture. They were tasked with tracking the lifelong earnings of tens of millions of citizens, decades before the invention of the modern digital computer. The solution was unit record equipment. The agency deployed banks of IBM tabulating machines, using millions of physical punch cards to manually record and sort immense volumes of human data. The program scaled rapidly, and the sheer physical weight of the information became a logistical problem. Within a few years, Washington, D.C. simply lacked a facility large enough to store the multiplying tons of paper records. The agency had to relocate. They moved out of the capital entirely, eventually settling into a massive, custom-built headquarters in Woodlawn, Maryland, designed to house the sprawling paper footprint. As the data expanded, so did the bureaucracy. The original board merged into the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, eventually emerging in 1994 as the fully independent Social Security Administration. For decades, the agency's physical location and massive footprint were dictated entirely by the staggering logistical challenge of managing a nation's paper records. Those paper mountains in Woodlawn are mostly gone. Guided by a 2018 IT modernization plan, the agency migrated the country's records into massive digital databases. This shift allows citizens to track their lifetime earnings directly through the My Social Security online portal, moving the data from a file cabinet in Maryland right to a personal screen. That data calculates two main types of earned benefits: old age and survivor's insurance and disability insurance. These programs are funded mechanically. As you work, your payroll taxes funnel in, steadily building a pool of earned credits. But a secondary program, supplemental security income, functions differently. Instead of a worker's payroll taxes, it is funded directly by general tax revenue. SSI is strictly needs-based. It provides financial support specifically to the aged, blind, or disabled individuals who have limited income and resources, regardless of their work history. Yet, while checking an earnings record is easy online, navigating a complex SSI application or claiming survivor benefits often requires physical intervention at one of the agency's 1,200 field offices. To bridge this gap, the agency provides an online field office locator tool, connecting digital users to in-person support. Digitizing citizen data successfully streamlined access to benefits. But moving from physical interactions to remote portals accidentally opened the door to a massive new vulnerability. The public's reliance on remote government communication sparked an explosion in government imposter scams. The financial damage is immense. The FTC fields hundreds of thousands of complaints yearly, representing hundreds of millions stolen from citizens. To execute these thefts, criminals rely on a standardized playbook, the 4 Ps. First, pretend. Scammers spoof caller IDs. Second, prize or problem. They promise fake benefits or threaten suspension. Third, pressure. They threaten immediate arrest. Finally, payment, demanding gift cards or cryptocurrency. These criminals are highly organized social engineers. They exploit the fact that modern citizens must interact remotely, turning the convenience of the digital age into a weapon against the public. To defend against these tactics, you need to know the agency's absolute red lines. The Social Security Administration will never threaten you with arrest, and they will never demand payment via gift cards or cryptocurrency. Legitimate contact rarely happens out of the blue. If there is a genuine issue with your record, the agency almost always sends physical mail before initiating a phone call. If you receive an unexpected call demanding information or money, your immediate tactical response should be simple: hang up. To verify your record, bypass the caller completely. Use the agency's official online locator tool to find the real phone number for your local field office and call them directly to check status. Finally, report the fraud. Submit the details of the scam attempt directly to the Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. We've moved from a system of physical punch cards to an invisible digital network. In this environment, actively guarding your personal information is just as critical as understanding the benefits you are owed.